Hey everyone, I'm Carly May. I'm a music photographer based in Dallas, Texas, and today I'm going to be showing you what's in my bag. So I say what's in my bag, but I actually have two bags. This is the first one. This is the one all my stuff is currently in at the moment. It's just your typical Nikon bag. Kind of crappy, but whatever. It's got some pins on it from various shows I've been to. Yeah, some of the pins have fallen off, but whatever. This is my camera body. It's a Nikon D7200. I got it as a bundle with a kit lens and a telephoto lens. That one I'm going to show you in a minute. About a year and a half ago, and it's been really good for me because I'm kind of of the philosophy that you don't really need the nicest body. It's more the lenses that matter, and I've invested in some really good lenses. So I love this. I also love this strap. I got it on Etsy. Can't remember exactly where, but I'll link it below so you can find it and maybe pick one up for yourself. This one's a little worn though because I've been using it so much. This is my favorite lens. It is a Sigma 18-35 Art 1.8, and the reason I love this so much is because I typically favor a wide angle when I'm shooting in the photo pit. But what's special about this one as opposed to maybe a 16-35 is that it's 1.8 no matter what the focal length is. So it's just a consistent wide aperture, and I think that's really cool. So that's why this is my favorite lens. The first lens I ever bought outside of what came with my camera was, of course, a Nikon Nikkor 51.4, because it's kind of just one of those ones you have to have. Looking back, I should have gotten the 1.8 because this was really expensive and I never need to go down to 1.4. Also, I don't really use this for concerts as much anymore. This is more of a really good portrait lens, and it was good for concerts for me when I had nothing else. But not really my aesthetic, but definitely a workhorse. Would definitely recommend getting if you're new to photography. So here comes my garbage son, my Nikon 70-300. It's a kit lens, but it's a kit telephoto lens. Look, it's so shitty. But I just took to the Jonas Brothers last week, and I'll show some examples in post. And I don't know, it just works really well for me sometimes. If I feel like I'm gonna need something a little sturdier, of course I'm gonna rent one, but I don't really want to buy a telephoto lens, and this really does in a pinch. So I don't know, I guess I'm kind of minimalistic that way, but I like it. Another thing I always keep in my bag, which I recommend for all of you budding music photographers, especially if you're shooting an event, like an all-day event, like a festival or something, spare batteries. I have 3, and they're always charging in the media room when I'm not using them, so use that too. And I don't know if I have it on me, which is probably bad, but if you shoot concerts, always bring earplugs because I forget a lot, and this past year I really felt like my hearing has diminished because of it. So I'm gonna try really hard to always remember earplugs from here on out because that's super important. And of course, what would a basic American photographer be without her star filters? I have 4, 6, and 8, and I like them. Okay, don't judge me. It's a look. It's a look. Another thing I've been doing since I've been doing more portraits lately is I like to get Polaroid portraits of people I'm shooting. So I bring my cheapo little, another basic girl thing, Instax Mini 8, and I use it to just get really, a little more intimate portraits with artists. This is the last one I got. This is Tino from the Hana. Did an interview and portrait session with him and the band backstage and snapped some Polaroid pics. So I bring that, and I always bring some extra film, and it's a great time. So that's kind of the bag I use when I go to shows where I'm shooting in the pit, or maybe smaller shows or whatever. If I'm shooting soundboard or if I'm doing a whole festival, I bring my backpack, and it has the monopod attached to it. I just realized. Let me take that off real quick. I'll show that in a second. So I use a Zekti, which I think is cute but also really functional. It's one of those ones where all your stuff is hidden and pressed to your back. So it's really handy because, it can't get stolen off of you. And it has these compartments when you open it up, as a backpack would. Are those mine? No, those are not mine. So I have more film, and then I have a lens hood. I have some stuff to clean my lenses. This this is like what I bring to a festival, you guys. This is like, and this is like minimalistic for some people, but I don't like carry around a bunch of stuff. I only take what I really need. So, and then another good thing to bring when you're shooting soundboard is a monopod. So for those of you who don't know, a monopod is basically a one-legged tripod. It helps with stability. First time I shot soundboard, I was without it, and it was terrible, which sucked because I already owned this and I didn't think to bring it, so I was so dumb. But next time I used it and got some good results. And if you're short like me, just bring a step stool. I don't have that on me right now because I just moved and I don't know where it is. Bring a step stool. It's encouraged, it's allowed, it's whatever. It looks weird when you carry it around, but if you got a press badge, people usually don't question you. So, and then the final good thing that I always am paranoid about right now is I always have extra memory cards, because one time I was shooting a festival and the night before I lost my memory card passport. So I went to a Walmart across the street from where the festival was being held and I bought like 4 32s. I wound up not really needing them because I was constantly dumping files, and then I wound up finding the memory cards. So paranoia. So thank you for watching my first photography video. I hope I was helpful. I guess I'll end this on a music recommendation. A band called Future Feats just released a new album today. Not a new album, their first album. It's called Presets. Met them when they were touring with Barnes, Courtney, and the Kooks, and they're just really good guys, and I've been following their music ever since then, and I don't know, it's really cool. So check it out. It's on Spotify, it's on iTunes. They're great guys, support their work. And as for me, my Instagram is Carly May Photo, and my Twitter is @CarlyMay. So go ahead and check it out, give me a follow, validate me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!